Good morning, everybody. This is from beautiful Port Canaveral. My wife and I decided to take a little weekend getaway, come down and visit a precious friend of ours and enjoy the weekend with her. And today we're getting at Job. Job 26 talks about men's frailty and God's majesty. And you see, Job does a very good job here. He knows the difference between man's limitations and God's limitations. You see, he says here with men, it says, I mean, really, without Christ, we have no power, we have no strength, we have no wisdom, we can't give sound advice, we have no knowledge, and we can't give life to anybody. And, you know, that's all true without Christ. How can we do that? Without the power of the Holy Spirit, without Him living in us, how can we? We can't. We can only give worldly advice. You know, we can only offer up physical strength, which is not very good as compared to spiritual strength. We have nothing to offer without Christ. And he goes on to share with us some stuff about God's majesty, and I'm outside trying to hold my Bible because the wind is trying to flip the pages here. It says, Sheol is naked before him. Yes, God sees everything. He is that powerful. He is that. He hangs the earth on nothing. You think about it, the earth is just out there in the middle of space. And if it is even just a fraction of a degree off its axis, what will happen to the earth? I mean, if it is just a millisecond closer to the sun, we all burn. A millisecond further away, and we all freeze to death. I mean, God does this. He binds up the water in His thick clouds. Okay? The pillars of heaven tremble and are astonished at His rebuke. He stirs up the sea with His power. Okay? In His understanding, He breaks up the storm. By His Spirit, He adorned the heavens. His hand pierced the fleeing serpent. You know, we can do none of this. I mean, without, let's even just look at that last statement. His hand pierced the fleeing serpent. Without the power of Christ, we can't defeat the enemy. We can't defeat the devil. Without the power of Christ, it's impossible. He's just too strong. But I am very thankful that the Lord has left us His Holy Spirit. He has left us just a wonderful source of power, and He did that for a reason. You know, He knows that we would need it, and He's hoping that you are. You know, as we're coming up on Pentecost here soon, you know, the power of the Holy Spirit coming through those men and those women back then is just amazing. It was something never experienced before on life. And that is still available today to all of us, each and every one of us. You know, what happened that day, those wonderful miracles of thousands coming to Christ, that same power is available to you and I today. And that is given through the Holy Spirit. Learn to trust Him. Learn to use Him. Learn to obey. You'll be surprised at the amazing and powerful, wonderful acts that will be accomplished through you. Have a super, super day. I love you all.